All right, welcome back everyone to our YouTube channel. I think we should be live now. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes for YouTube to kind of wake up and see that I'm actually doing a live session. Still not loading though. All right, let me see. I'll be very thankful if anyone who joins just lets me know if everything is running well, if you can hear me well. Uh, I think I had an issue with the mic once, but anyways, I'll have a look from my phone as well. I think we should be all good. So obviously we're gonna check out again a few instruments here. We're gonna follow the first hour of the session, see how price action develops and whether we get any type of trading opportunities. I would be really happy if I see a little bit of a pullback here on gold. So I'm gonna be observing the little, um, gonna be observing what's gonna happen after this rejection up here. I really want to see price coming a little bit lower and to then eventually give us a reversal signal. But just give me a couple of minutes. I want to send a message in the free Telegram channel. Let people know that we're actually live, so more people can, you know, join this live session. Hopefully, come in with some questions, maybe some screenshots of their trades, their setups. That would be great. We can all have a look at that. All right, so here we are. And for those of you joining in for the first time, make sure to check out the links below the video, below the stream, and join the free Telegram channel. You're always going to get notified every time I go live, every time I drop a video, every time I do a giveaway, whatever it is, it first goes in our free Telegram channel. All right, message sent. I'm gonna do the same on Twitter, and then we should be good. Okay. All right, 8 o'clock dead on. A fairly quiet week, to be honest. That's because there wasn't any high impact events really this week, so dollar related, and so that's why we tend to see kind of a slow market and not much going on, not a lot of momentum to push price in a certain direction. But I mean, all we saw was a significant drop on the EM pairs. That's because of EUJ. So I still feel like we may have an upside move here, but it's going to be very difficult for me to convince myself to enter a long trade. So if I have to force it, obviously then I'm not going to be looking for entries here on the EM pairs. But I don't want to go short though. It looks like we're pushing down. I just don't want to go short. I mean, we do have a level around current price levels, a level that could affect price action. We've got one just below it, and then we've also got this low from the 4-hour time frame. So each one of those levels could actually um, affect price action in a certain way. So I don't want to go short to then just see price bouncing off of one of those levels, right? At the same time, we don't yet have a confirmation to go long either. So I think the yen pairs, I'm probably not going to be looking for trades by the end of this week because we literally have just today and tomorrow, right? So yeah. So that leaves me with um either euro dollar, pound dollar, or gold. And if I have to be honest, I would be more than happy to enter a long trade on gold as long as we get a pullback, right? And I'm also not expecting much of a pullback either. So that's why I think gold will probably be my priority here. So if we have a look at the higher time frame, we may be looking at the reversal on euro dollar as we speak. Same thing with pound dollar. So again, what do we have here? We've got price trading below all those lows and then going back to the upside. So I do like this type of price action. The only thing is I don't have an entry up here. I would eventually have one if the market pulls back to a certain level. So let's say if it does something like this and it then goes back to the upside, I could then potentially find an entry around here upon price creating a higher low. Now what does that mean? It means we've got to be patient because we don't yet have this. The same thing with euro dollar. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame and just waiting for my pen to load so I can draw on my screen. And if we get something like this, well then this is going to be my entry for an upside continuation. If I get this setup, I would most likely enter a long trade. This is not this is not a trade signal. We don't yet have this, so do not rush with your entries. Four-hour time frame doesn't really look that good. Um, Not even the 1 hour time frame, to be honest. But let's see. It really depends. Now, even if we continue to the upside, at some point, if we come back and take out those lows, and then we see some sort of a reversal signal, well, then that's going to be perfect. I'm then going to be looking to take a buy trade. It would be even better if before this pullback here, we managed to clearly break above this high. So I definitely have a decent setup on euro dollar. Same thing on pound dollar because the higher time frame on GBP USD looks much better than the one on euro dollar. Look at the 1 hour time frame. So we did come down here, to take out all that previous structure. So once we did, we then started gathering momentum to the upside. Now I'm not expecting to see a break below this low, but instead of that, maybe just a bit of a pullback here, and then price going back to the upside eventually. So these are pretty much the setups that I'm going to be looking for. What about gold? Well, gold again breaking above the highs. You know, there were a couple of opportunities here. So the setup that I normally look for happened right here, with price taking out this previous structure. And as you can see, it's now trading above this previous high. So the next time it pulls back, I'm not expecting it to break below this low. I'm not really expecting a major pullback either. Just a bit of a pullback. How is everybody doing? You guys let me know what kind of setups are you looking at? Which pairs do you normally trade? Cristo is back again. Hi there, mate. Mainly looking at gold. So am I. So did you manage to get any trades? Or any long trades, hopefully? To be honest, this week I wasn't very active. So I think I only had like one trade. One manual trade. And it wasn't on gold either. I mean, I knew in the beginning of the week we're probably gonna have slow market just because there wasn't a lot of news coming out this week, so was quite busy with other stuff as well. Couldn't manage to. But yeah, gold is really strong. I think we are heading towards the 3,000 level, um, where we could eventually see kind of a deeper pullback maybe. Oops. But I believe this momentum will kind of slow down as we approach that 3,000 level. Yeah, I see. The volatility trading system does kind of help in those times when you don't have a lot of time to spend on the chart. But I still like manual trading. I just like to be involved in the decision making and, you know, having to think about when would be a good time to enter, managing your trades, all the emotions that come with it. Yeah, I think if there is going to be a pullback, it isn't going to be that much. So I'm also looking at gold, but I do like euro dollar as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this pullback right here. If I do, that would be great. If not, then I could potentially look for break and retest of, you know, this horizontal level right here, even though these are not my favorite setups. Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's probably going to be another move towards the upside. Now, I'm not sure how far is this going to go, but if you look at the 4-hour time frame, I'm not sure that this is the reversal. Yes, we did kind of test a previous major high, so that's why we see this pullback now, but we haven't seen a sharp drop yet. Haven't seen this. Instead of that, price is moving down, but it's fairly slowly, at least for now, right? So we are now testing some previous structure. Looks like we do get a reaction that we expected, so I think there may be another upside move, which means if I drop down to a lower time frame, I want to find good and precise entry. Like I said, one of those could be on break and retest, but ideally I wanted to see a price taking out this structure right here and reversing before it breaks below this. So anywhere within this zone is where I wanted to potentially find an entry. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Okay, this is good. So let's check out the dollar index then. Now, if you look at the daily time frame on the dollar index, and I do like to use the dollar index for my analysis, I do not trade it. I'm just looking at what it does. So we've got the 38.2 down here, and we did kind of reverse just above that level, but then we couldn't gather any momentum to the upside. I think there's going to be another push right here, and if that push happens, then that means we are probably going to see an upside move on euro dollar. But overall, yes, I think the dollar index will eventually go back to the upside and continue the uptrend. Um, so let's see. We're most likely not going to break below this low right here. And mind you that this is a daily time frame, by the way. So we're probably going to reverse above, anywhere above this previous low. It's just a matter of, is there going to be another pullback here? Yeah, it's pretty much all in his hands now. He's gonna be the one deciding what's gonna happen with our trading accounts, right? I do like him. I don't know if I should trust him with my money though. Yeah, gold is strong, man. So is pound dollar. Yeah, I believe the dollar index helps a lot with the overall analysis. Most definitely. Just add it to your watch list. On top of your watch list if you want to. Because if you constantly forget to have a look at it, then just add it to the top of your of your watch list um and you know have a look at it every now and then. Don't have to follow it on the lower time frames. Just look at the daily, the 4 hour, the weekly time frame. See where are the key levels, um, and where you can expect to see price next. We're breaking above resistance with the open of the session. Now, are we going to see a continuation right away? Or are we going to see some pullbacks maybe? I'm not one of those traders who enters a trade as soon as they open up the chart. So even if it continues without me, then that's fine. I'm not gonna be rushing. I'm not gonna be chasing price either. If I don't get the entry, I don't get the entry. That's absolutely fine. But I refuse to enter a position just because I think something is going to happen. I would rather wait for a pullback, better risk to reward ratio, stronger confirmation for my setup. That definitely works for me. I'm sure it's not just me, it's a lot more people, but trading this market, especially when you trade it manually, it is very, very difficult to catch many trades. Yeah, most definitely. And I think I've said it before during a live session, not remember which one it was, but if how wait, how do I say it in the most simple way? Um, if I ignore my trading plan and I enter a trade and it makes money, I'm not as happy as if, let's say, I follow my plan, I enter a trade and I get out of break even, or even if it is a loss. So what I'm trying to say is, if I make money on a trade which is not according to my trading strategy, I'm not happy at all, because I kind of know that the market is going to take the money back from me. I wasn't supposed to get that money, so market is most likely about to take them back. Yeah, the whole market is such a complex system, man. I don't even know how. It is almost impossible as a retail trader to actually make money. Consistent money, I'm talking about. Such a difficult thing. I mean, there are people out there who still think that the way the banks trade, they use like actual traders. I mean, they do, but it's probably 10% of their trading. 90% of it is done by really sophisticated algorithms. Yes. It's almost gambling, yes, when you're not following your trading plan, and then it doesn't matter if you make money or you don't. You're basically hoping for the best, right? Just a random trade, a random entry, whatever happens, happens. You know, that's not the way how it should be, even though Most of the retail traders is this is what they do. And with time, when you continue doing the same thing over and over again, it's almost as if you don't have an actual plan. Because I don't have like a sheet of paper or anything that tells me, all right, step one, do this, step two, do this, then enter a trade. This is not how it works. You basically know what you're looking for whenever it happens. You can recognize the pattern, so you just shoot your shot and take the trade. Um, but in the beginning, you're trying to have a step-by-step plan. You try and follow it every time. May get a little bit confusing, so people get discouraged that they have to follow up. It's almost like, I don't know, one of those 9 to 5 jobs where you've got to do the same thing over and over again. So it doesn't look exciting, right? It doesn't feel like you're a trader, or feels like you're on, I don't know, maybe an accountant. I don't even know if that. I don't even know what the accountants do, but every time I go to my accountant, he's like buried in papers, and like he's got like documents all over the place. The whole office is a mess. So I don't know. But when you get a bit more experienced, you don't need like a written down plan that tells you what to do and how to react to a certain thing in the market. You just kind of know, right? So all I'm trying to say is that with time, one, it becomes easier, and two, it becomes more exciting, I would say. Yes, that's right. It is. 90% of it is. The other 10% is technical analysis, and fundamental analysis, but 90% of it is, and it's not just about trading. It's also what happens in your life outside of trading, because then you're going to bring that over to the charts, and whatever happens in your personal life is also will kind of reflect on your trading results as well, if you don't know how to manage your emotions right. So it looks like the bullish momentum continues, which means if there is a potential entry, it's probably going to be later. It's already been 30 minutes since the session started, and we've got some nice bullish candles. Yeah, euro yen and pound yen are definitely off the list. Let me have a look on next week's events. Right, GDP on Thursday for the US dollar. Essentially some news on Friday. I'm gonna place an alert right here at the previous lows. I wanna get notified if price drops down there. I'm gonna do the same on pound dollar. So let's say down here. Now this is not a pending order, it's only an alert, because if price gets down there, then I'm gonna start looking for potential entries, and I do not want to enter a trade right away. So say for example here on euro dollar, I not only want to see price coming down here, I also want to see price taking out this previous structure, which means at least a rejection wick down here. That'll work for me. On gold, I can place an alert right here on the previous high. So if we get such a pullback, I can then potentially start looking for buying opportunities. But again, I will need more confirmation. And for me, a stronger setup on gold would be if we did not break above this, but instead of that, we formed a pullback. So I wanted to kind of enter a long trade before the breakout, but with the open of the session, price broke above. So um, for me, that probably means I'm not going to be participating in any trades on gold. Euro dollar though, I do like the setup. It's not a perfect setup just because on the 4 hour time frame, this doesn't really look like a reversal. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see. As long as we come down here and we take out those lows, I will then look at price action and see whether it looks good enough for me to enter a long trade. But the 4 hour time frame doesn't look bullish at all. I mean, you can see how much price is struggling to really gather momentum to the upside. So this is actually a signal in the opposite direction. So I'm not even sure that I'm going to take a trade even if price drops down here. Okay, so do not take this as a trade signal. Now, considering what we see here on the majors, imagine what's going to happen with the yen cross pairs. Most likely a downside continuation, right? We're just trading at a really strong support, so there's no point to try and go short. It's quite a strong support. I'm not sure that I don't think we're gonna break that below that very easily. Even though we did see price gathering momentum to the downside, so there's obviously enough bearish pressure for price to continue pushing down. But is it really gonna break below that major low with such an ease? I don't think so. So entering short trades right now is not the best idea here for the yen cross pairs. And at the same time, with that much momentum to the downside, there's no point to look for buy positions either. So that's why today I'm mostly focusing on gold, euro dollar, and pound dollar. So far, the pound dollar is reacting at the 61.8. It would be ideal if we see a pullback, and it's also quite possible because we're not only at the 61.8, we've also taken out this previous high. So yes. Now obviously if it continues to the upside right away, then I'm not going to be entering any trades. Even though you kind of know what's most likely to happen, you still have to follow your plan. And I want to stick to the 15-minute time frame because in price action like this, I mean, if you look at the 1 or the 5-minute time frame, you can take a lot of wrong decisions. I mean, if I look at the 5-minute time frame, even if we close above this candle right here, this is still gonna feel like, an entry signal. So normally if I go lower than the 15-minute time frame, I start taking way too many trades, which doesn't reflect good on my trading results, usually, right? Oops. Now 1.0415 looks like the perfect entry level for euro dollar. Are we gonna reach that level? Well, we have to see whether that's gonna happen, but if we don't, I'm not gonna be entering any trades. Recently, I stumbled into a trading psychology community on Telegram. It's still a small community, but the guys are putting a lot of effort. Oh yeah? And what do they do? What's that community about? How do you guys help each other in there? Do you have like an accountability sessions or something like this? Mainly focusing on psychology and trading and also developing some AI system to help new traders develop the necessary mindset. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know if you talk about books in that community, but books are definitely very helpful. I've got a book, by the way. Let me see. I think it's right here. Let me just get it. Now you have to check this book out. Let me see. Let me just switch over to um, full screen to see if you can see that book. It's a really good book. Can you see that? Best Loser Wins. Uh, by Tom Hogarth. He's got a YouTube channel, by the way, as well. He's a really good trader with a lot of experience. An institutional trader as well, not just a retail trader. Oh, sorry about that. I just saw your comments. You know it already. Yes, it's a great book. I was thinking about doing a YouTube video on that book as well. I might still do that. Yeah, I've got plenty of books. A lot of books. Yeah, I feel like if you want to learn more about trading psychology, it's mainly books and maybe courses as well. But you don't get books to learn about technical analysis and how to actually, trade the market. Oh yeah, that was the first book I ever read, long, long time ago. Do you read your books in English as well? Yeah, same with me. I used to live in England, so that's where I got all my books. But now, if I want to get another book, I probably have to wait. I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks until it arrives. So, do you have this book, this the Best Loser Wins, or is just on your list to eventually get it, or do you already have it? Well, I can send it over to you if you want to. Just make sure to send it back to me when you're done. Because I've read it already like a few months ago, almost a year ago, really. So it's just on my coffee table right here next to me. So yeah, if you don't have it and if you can't find it, I mean, if you have to wait for it, order from Amazon or whatever, and you have to wait for it for a few weeks, I'll send it over to you. No worries. Oh, I see. Oh, see. Oh, for me, it must be a paperback. Doesn't work any other way. So what about in the UK, Hristo? Have I asked you before? Forgive me if I have, but I don't remember. Yeah, that's great. Yes. Where do you live in the UK? All right. Yeah. A few years ago, I used to work for Ocado. So I've done many deliveries there. Okay. Close to the airport. That's great. Heathrow is a massive airport, man. Yeah, all the time. I know. Is it bigger than the one in Amsterdam? I've been in Amsterdam's airport. It's massive as well. Yeah, I think the one in London is bigger though, isn't it? Oh yeah, London's Heathrow Airport is Europe's busiest airport. And the second in the world. Oh my god. 27.87 square kilometers. Wait, where's Heathrow? Hmm, that's interesting. But yeah, Heathrow is massive. They signed a deal with Emirates recently. Some billions. Yeah, of course. Yes, that's right. I think that's what they said in this article. Not gonna get into it right now, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, I used to live in Bristol for about 4 years, I think, and used to work at the airport in Bristol. Uh, it's not as big, but it's a very busy airport. Yeah, I used to work as a bartender, and there's literally just one bar in the whole airport. It was crazy, man. But I guess if you want to fly to Bulgaria, you have to go to Luton, right? Or do you manage to find good, um, decent flights from Heathrow as well? Every time I was looking for flights, it was always it was always Luton. I don't even know if I've. Oh yeah, yeah, I have flown from Heathrow as well, but maybe once or twice. Most of the time it was Luton. Oh no, my mouse is dead. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let me go through each one of those again. Now, euro dollar, I'm not going to be taking any trades if we don't come a little bit lower. And if we do, then I want to see some rejection. Okay, so I want to see some long wicks to the downside. Pound dollar, I do like this impulse. So if we come back for a retest of this previous structure, I could potentially look for buying opportunities, but ideally I want to see price a little bit lower. Gold, I don't know. Are we gonna get a pullback on gold? I mean, price action is really strong here. And then euro yen and pound yen, I'm not even gonna be looking for trades till the end of the week probably. So it's mainly euro dollar and pound dollar. A few years ago, I used to fly yeah, on Soviet, and then prices were very decent. That's great. Oh, I usually fly to Bucharest, Romania. It is the closest airport to where I am in Russia. So anywhere I go, I fly from Bucharest. No, that's a bargain. That's great. Exactly. Oh, that's an amazing city. I see. No, but 40 quid for a flight, that's a good offer. You're probably gonna spend more to eat at the airport than the ticket itself. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting how those um low budget airlines manage to still make profit with, such cheap airline tickets. Well, I think we're gonna push a little bit lower here on euro dollar, or at least I really want to. Um, but I feel like there is still a little bit more room to the downside here for the euro dollar. So let's be patient. Let's wait and see how it goes. Mm-hmm. So you're basically allowed to come in with your car, drop somebody off, and then be gone, right? And you got 10 minutes. You pay what, £7? Yeah. Well, the only way they can survive is to charge for whatever extra they could to make up for the low price of the tickets. I'm sure this is how it works because otherwise it's not gonna work. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, way more expensive, right? I see what you mean. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you gotta come back every now and then, right? You can't just stay there. I mean, obviously, you've got family. I guess you want your kids to meet their grandparents and stuff like that. So, don't really have a choice, right? Yeah, that's not great. That's literally a holiday to another country, not Bulgaria. I understand. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream right here. Not much going on, to be honest. Looks like the momentum, at least for now, is continuing um, in the opposite direction. Like I said, I do need to see some pullbacks, otherwise I'm not entering any trades. Um, if this is your first time on this channel, even if you're not watching this live, make sure to check out all the links below this video. Join the free Telegram channel. That's where you can find more information about us, what we do, uh, how we can help you, and all the good stuff. Also, check out our website, trendlineforex.com. We've got a completely free beginner's course. So if you're just starting out with trading, this is probably the best start that you can give yourself. It includes all the information that you need to know before you place your first trade. So make sure to go and check it out, trendlineforex.com. Go over to the beginner section courses. You will see it on our website, and then just sign up for the free beginners course. All right. If there are any questions, you can always reach out to us via Telegram, probably the best way to do it. And to find our contacts again, go into our free Telegram channel. That's where you can reach out to us. We've also got our emails. It's all on our website and um, within the links below this video. Also, documenting your reports, which is taken into account if they have to switch a school or go to a high graded school. Yeah, yeah, I would assume they have a much better system than what we have over here. It's probably the right way to do it, right? Nice one. Well, many thanks once again. Sorry for the spam. Great chatting to you. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, of course. No, nothing to worry about. You're making it more interesting for me as well. Not a lot of people are joining in yet, which is absolutely fine. I'm gonna continue doing those live sessions anyway because, like I said, I'm looking at the chart during this time. So why not just jump on a live session and potentially help other people um, with whatever questions they got. So not a spam. I don't take it as a spam. That's great. Thanks very much for your chat, and I'll see you guys in the next one.